Hey guys, so today I just wanted to talk to you about two different technological tools that you can use in your classroom to formatively assess your students' understanding of the content being taught to better your instruction. One of the two tools you probably use regularly or are at least familiar with it. However, this tool is newer to me and possibly newer to you. It's called Edpuzzle. And the great thing about Edpuzzle is that it has a variety of resources for absolutely all content areas. And I think that's great. Sometimes you find that a tool is really good for maybe language arts and social studies or science and math or one or the other, but lacks resources in another subject area. And this website actually has a lot of resources for all subject areas. So right now I'm on the home page, and if you go to curriculum, you can scroll down, you can choose which grade level, move that. You can choose which grade level that you teach or which school. I teach middle school, so I'll go here. And you'll see they have special ed, they have PE, health, world languages, science, social studies, just in abundance. I teach math, so I'm just going to show you a resource in math. And right now we're actually working with fractions and we're working with ratios. So you'll notice that I pulled that up and there's several videos that pop up. We actually watch a lot of math antics in my class the lesson. So if I wanted to incorporate this video in my class, in my lesson, I can actually do even more than just show the students this video. I can have this feature that edits, and I can crop the video, so I can just show them a portion of the video that I want them to see, which I think is really great because a lot of times you have videos where you have to remember, okay, I need to start it at 1 minute and 39 seconds and stop it at 5 minutes, 17 seconds. And that can be kind of tedious and just overwhelming at times to constantly have to remember those time frames. But with Edpuzzle, you can crop the exact portion of the video that you want. Another feature that it has is a voiceover. So if while the video is playing, I wanted to talk over it, I could do a voiceover and I could talk to better explain something that I feel that they didn't explain well, or to kind of incorporate that academic vocabulary that I'm wanting students to use in class. You can also add audio notes. So very similarly to the kind of the voiceover, just getting those notes. And over here it shows like why record audio notes. You can get your students' attention. You can pause the video for a comment. You can explain the concept in more detail. These are reasons why you might want to use an audio note. And lastly, this is probably one of my favorite features, especially if you're trying to do a flipped classroom or you're wanting to assign students to watch a video at home for homework. This tool right here is absolutely awesome. It lets you know who is actually watching the video, and it assesses if they're retaining the information, understanding it, what they're grasping, maybe some misconceptions they have based off of the questions that are asked. But you can put in quizzes, essentially, and that's just questions that you might add. Like here it says, identify two fractions that are equivalent to 1/2. And students would have to fill in equivalent fractions for 1/2. This question, after watching another portion of the video, says, how many books could you read in 114 days if you read 2 books every 3 days? So having questions like that for students to practice after getting a visual representation and an explanation of the content is really great for you being able to see if they're actually understanding what the video is telling them and what they're learning. So once you have edited, you've added all the quiz questions that you want during the timestamps you want. Once you've added all your audio notes, your voiceovers, you've cropped the video for the duration of time that you want it, you can click finish. Don't let me. And then you can assign it to your class. So that's really great tool to use. Like I said, Any class can use it, but if you're doing a flipped classroom, this is like has to be a lifesaver. The other tool that I want to talk about is Kahoot, and this is the one that most people are probably more familiar with and incorporate very often. I know a lot of teachers at school will use these for test reviews, which I have done in the past. Students really get involved. They're very engaged. It's competitive. It's exciting. There's music, and they get to use their device if they would like, or they can use a Chromebook or a laptop. And so students get to have a variety of technology. They get to be all ask the same question, and all get to compete for the answer. And so the great thing about this, again, is that you're going to upload quizzes, or you're going to be able to search for quizzes under the Discover tab for whatever content area that you're teaching. And again, music, history, technology, movies, there's so many great resources. You can also search. So if I wanted to search ratios, there's going to be quizzes that tell you how many questions are on it. You can look at example questions, but that relate to that content that you're wanting to assess students over. And something else that I find very beneficial about Kahoot is if you look in, this is my latest report, so I gave a ratios and proportional relationships Kahoot to class, and they're able to use a nickname, or they can use their real name, but it shows me the amount of accuracy. So it shows me how many questions were they getting right. And then if I scroll down, it'll show me the exact question and the percentage that students are mastering. So like 59% got this question correct, 100% got this question correct. So I know that students understand how to find 60% of 130, or a percentage of a number. They obviously understand that. So these tools are just really great for quickly, formatively assessing students. It's keeping them engaged. There's a variety of resources for all subject areas, easily implemented in class, and just very beneficial all around. So I hope that you are able to try these out if you haven't already, or continue to use them and enhance them if you are using them. So yeah, let me know how you're using them and how they work for you.